Yeah.
This Black Friday,
Ghana.
celebrate by coming to Africa.
I'm so cool, I went to Africa. Back at school, they would laugh at us.
Best comedy, best romance, best lead actress, Las Vegas Black Film Festival.
Went to Ghana, now I'm acting up. It's so cool to be from Africa. It's so cool to be from Africa.
Heartwarming and funny, says Inglewood today.
Tell the truth, it was cruel. That was too cool to be black.
We'll get viewers talking, says the commercial appeal.
Went to Ghana, now I'm acting. Went to Ghana, now I'm acting up.
Features a stellar ensemble cast, says the Tri-State Defender. See why audiences are raving about coming to Africa. Streaming worldwide, November 27th on Amazon, Apple TV, and Google Play.
Hey, greetings. Hey, everybody. Akwaba, and welcome to Living My Best Life in Ghana. Hope y'all doing good today. Happy Africa Day to you. Happy Africa Day to me. Happy Africa Day to all of us. What a great day it is to be African. If you're African and you know it, clap your hands. What's up, y'all? How's it been? I hope everybody had a great day. Today is January the 4th, 2021, and we got to get used to saying 2021. A lot of us, we were running up out of 2020, and we are glad to be in a new year. Just happy to be African, happy to be well. Happy to be alive, okay? Happy to be in conjunction with each other so that we can get ourselves in a new and great progressive way, especially making it home all the way to the land of our ancestors. What a great goal that is. What it is for us to be interested in doing this for ourselves and for each other. It's our time. It's just our time, and it's a continuation of what we already started and what we've been building up. We have to keep the momentum up under everything and keep moving so that we can make things better for ourselves, our children, and our people. It's very important that we make this better for our families. Whatever we can pull, whatever resources and resolutions and solutions we can pull out the hat, we need to be working on that, okay? And I'm happy that many of us have made it home to the motherland already. And that is the goal of so many of us. Is a lot of us that have not touched down yet. But this is the year. This 2021. This is the year when many of our family members will be making it home to the motherland. The land of our ancestors will be seeing something, feeling something different, feeling something new and exhilarating as African people. Okay? Let it renew us, restore us. Okay? Let Africa do what it is it needs to do for us as we do what we need to do for Mama Africa ourselves. Okay, it's all left up to us, and we can do this thing. We don't have to worry, don't have to fret. It is our time as African people to smash the gas and roll on out. All right, and I'm just happy that we are doing things to accelerate our growth. All right. Hey, everybody, what's up? What's up with you? What's up with you? How you doing? What's up with you? Thought I heard some knocking. Yes, I know. All right, hey. What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? Hey. These are things that we need to focus on in our families. I know that a lot of us are in confusion, are in crisis, are experiencing good things that we're not used to as our children and as our family are growing and we're getting older, and we were not given skills in how to communicate with one another and how to make things better. So here at Living My Best Life in Ghana, we want to address those things all year long and how we can make ourselves in a better place mentally, physically, emotionally and in our environment to make things better for us as a people and for our family. Okay, so let's talk about things that are really affecting us. Okay, and I want us to go forward with solutions and options. Okay, that's one thing that we have never experienced as growth is needed to happen in our lives. We did not know how to explore options. We did not know how to know that there is more than one way to skin a cat until we are under pressure. Let's figure out how to do these things without duress, pressure, depression, oppression, down pressure, and all the other pressures. Okay, let's work together and fulfilling a very healthy lifestyle with our families and so many others that we need to extend a healthy relationship with. We want to work on that. Let's turn our problems into purposes. Okay, let's use our issues and crises and trials and tribulations and turn them into options and purpose-filled moments as we work through these things. We have to trust the process and know that things will get better and better for us. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about. I know many of y'all have seen the movie. We continue to get great reviews on the movie. People are talking about it. We get calls, emails, all types of communicate about the movie, and I encourage each and every one of you, if you ever wanted to do something African-centered in media, to go ahead and use this time to get up on your skills. Okay, now that you know it's something that you would like to explore, whether it's radio, whether it's TV, series, acting, movies, theater, plays, stuff for children, things for to learn lessons, things that we need. All of that as diasporans working in a way to repair ourselves and things that we have gone through. Okay, so I'm just happy that we are working on ourselves and we deserve to be in a better time and space. What's up? Greetings. Hey, Joyce. Much love. I want to say hey to the family. Hey, y'all. Joyce Boggs. It says Aquaba Limblig family. Aquaba Joyce. What's up with ya? Okay. I want us to go toward our African-centered therapy, and I think this is something that we as African people can go back to our culture, going to the inside of us, repairing and bringing out the best African inside of us that we can be. Okay, and continued happy Africa Day to everyone. Happy Africa Day to me, to you, and everybody that is here. We deserve nothing but the best. So let's stay focused and let's keep things moving. Okay, much love to you, Joyce. Love the energy. My habit. Hey, my people, what's up with you? My habit. Anja Africa, sister, you doing the damn thing. What's up with you, Anja? Blessings, family. Much love to you. Much love to you, and glad that you are here. Save 3131. Say good night, African kings and queens. Got my African ancestor DNA test results. I am from many people in Sierra Leone. I am so happy. Oh, that is awesome. Congratulations, Save 3131. That is so awesome. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Okay. Look like somebody's going to be headed to Sierra Leone. Okay. That's awesome. I am just elated. I'm just black-tastic. This is just awesome. Okay. This is very, very, very inspiring to see so many of us, okay, filling all the blanks and all of the questions, getting some answers now, knowing what direction to go and how to make it, put your best foot forward, okay? Put your best foot forward. And this is awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm so happy for you all. I really am. I sure am. So many of us have done it, and I tell you, it's very fulfilling. Some people don't like it, don't agree with us, say they're not gonna do it. If you want to have questions for the rest of your life, that's up to you. I don't mind. But I want to fill in as many of the blanks that I can while I am here to make it easier for the next generation and the generation after that. So hey, apologies for poor connection. Oh, that's no problem. No problem, Anja. We love you. Okay, Mortar. Oh, hello everyone. Much love to you, Moro. Moro, hey, y'all, come in. Make sure y'all smash the like button. Okay, share the video. Share the energy, share the love, share, share, share. Met village elders in Gambia and discussing an offer for a small eco village, helping village convert homes for diasporans to live with families. Go on, Anja. Anja, you are putting it down, sister. So proud of you. So proud of you. 2021, living my best life out without negative and in the positive. That's right. We have got to vow. We have got to make a pledge to ourselves, okay, that we are going to totally opt out of negativity. Totally, no matter what direction it's coming from. Okay, we have got to opt out of it. We have got to push positive, positive, positive. It's so easy to get caught up in the negativity. It's so easy. So please don't let it consume you, because it would distract you, it would send you off base in a whole nother direction, someplace you never anticipated on going, because you allowed it to become a part of you, get into your configuration and mess with the things that you really had going on. So please be very, very careful of what you allow to go in, okay, and watch what you expose yourself to mentally. Watch it. Be very, very careful. Let's be more careful with our beings, with our persons. Do not allow anything to distract you, okay? We going into it's only gonna get worse. The distractions are only going to get worse and worse and worse. Okay, so I want you all to make sure you stay focused. Stay focused. Okay, that your eye on the prize is very important. Okay, it's very important to stay lifted. It's very important to stay strong. It's very important to stay totally focused and persevere. Okay, Save 3131 said, "Thank you. It is because of you I found out who I am. Planning on going there this year." Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Man, that's good. Every time I read or hear about somebody's African ancestry results, it makes me reflect right back on the day I opened up mine. It does. It makes me reflect on that, and it feels so good. I remember how I felt that day. It's a great memory for me. It's an awesome memory for me, and I'm just looking forward to so many more of us doing it for ourselves. You deserve some good feeling, some happy feeling, okay, some fulfillment for a change, some good fulfillment, something positive. Take advantage of all the positive discoveries or scientific options. Take advantage of everything positive that you can. If you can run on and get your citizenship with your results, a petition for it because you found out, go ahead and do it. Okay? Go ahead and do it. Long as you have the citizenship from the country that that you are linked to, as well as a country that you just by destiny you end up getting citizenship from. Take advantage of having those gems. They are gems, and it is just proving and dispelling all negative and evil stereotypes about us never returning home, never being accepted, never being a citizen of Africa, never going home to Mama Africa. It's killing and dispelling all of those stereotypes and those myths. Okay, we deserve to make our own narrative, to recreate and write our own narrative, and a lot of us are doing that, and I'm just happy to see that. All right, Carrie Rains, hey, Limb Big family, sending love to you all. Much love to you, much love to everyone, much love to everybody that is here. It's so good to see y'all. It's so good to have y'all here. Okay, Anja Africa said it saved 3131 when you are ready. I have contacts for Sierra Leone. See, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. You got your contacts. Okay, make it happen. It's time. It's time to go. It's time. Okay, so we're going to be talking about what is a problem child? What is that? And what can we do? What ways can we really turn that child into a child with purpose? Okay, because these are things as African-centered people as we are that we need to recognize, that we have to make the necessary adjustments and changes when we become African centered. We can't just talk about the inventions, and we can't just only talk about our accomplishments. We have to face all our problems. We have to kill all of those vicious cycles in our families. Okay, we have to turn things around for the better, for the greater good of our people. So this is what we're talking about. This is why we're talking about this, because I know a lot of our family members are having issues, okay, with our families, and we need to know how to handle these things in the African-centered way. Now, if you didn't get a chance to watch the video from last night, you definitely should. It was definitely a positive. And anyone that wants to come on, I'm going to go ahead and add the link so you can. Hey, Marcus, what's good, everyone? Hey, bro, how you doing? Good to see you here. Thank you for coming on the live. It's been a little minute. Thanks, fam. We'll love that. Yes, ain't that special? That is so special to have that link and have that connection. Yes. So let's talk. Let's talk. Anybody want to talk about anything? And I have the stream, the link up if you want to come on. We do have open conversation of things that we can do to make things better within the home with our children in an African-centered way. This is people that think outside of the normal realm of Eurocentric thought. This is the opposite of that, which is the beginning, where we came from, the things that we used to do, and the way we used to handle ourselves and handle things and that we came across. You know what I'm saying? So, I know a lot of family members have been forced by the system, by this system, and we have to make sure we point it in the direction of what we know it is to be. Okay? In the system of racism and white supremacy, we have been forced away from our families. Forced. We have to work 12 to 16 hours a day. Some of us are leaving for days at a time, coming home on the weekends. Some of us are gone all day and come home late at night after the children are gone to bed. Some of us are gone for weeks and coming home once a month. I mean, a lot of us are working 4 straight days and off 3 days. A lot of us are. I mean, it just depends on what plantation you on, okay, and what you have to do. You know what I'm saying? What you feel like you have to do to uh, to make things comfortable for you and your family. It's sometimes we have to get out of those comfort zones, especially after the things that we've been doing for so long has a cause and effect. Okay, and as African centered people, we have to think about those things. How can these things be? How can we change the situation into something positive? How can we change these things into something that we can really look forward to seeing a light at the end of the tunnel, some inspiration and some dedication. Okay, how can we uh, evolve from terrible situations and things that we seeing that are going in a direction that we do not like? Okay, and as parents, we have to know that these are our priorities. These are things that we must do no matter what. And we have to have patience and endurance when it comes to our children, because we're raising them in a strange land and we're being deterred or directed in ways that are not healthy for our families. Okay, Eurocentric idealism and the European way of doing things is nothing but the breakup of the black family, period, is what we know, what it should be, how we know things are really, how we really used to be in the olden days. Okay, how things are on the continent and used to be even before that. We got to realize that we got to change up some things. We got to make some changes. And it is up to us to do so. We have got to make the necessary changes in our lives when it comes to our children. So what is a problem child? Is it a child that's not doing what you ask them to do? Is it a child that is that's never in a good way, not ever feeling like they can, listen and take heed to things that you say? Okay, what is it? What is it that causes a child to be a problem child? Is it because you're just not there, or is it because the wrong people, they're in the environment of the wrong people? What exactly is this problem child? What makes a child a problem child? Okay, and these are the things that we really need to analyze and say for ourselves. And when did the problem start? Okay, what exactly was going on that you see that actually caused the problem? What was going on that you see that actually you start seeing changes in your child that you was not accustomed to? And can you pinpoint that time and see exactly what was going on at that time? Okay, a lot of us are in relationships and we get in or out of relationships and don't think that our children are affected wholeheartedly. Okay, and a lot of us go through a lot of things in our relationships that the children have to witness and don't think that they are affected. Okay, we know that they are affected full time when they're totally exposed to a lot of things that their little young minds can't rationalize out these different affairs. Okay, and it's very painful for them, and we have to recognize that just because we the parent and we going through different things, that we don't owe them some type of explanation. Okay, and just because we understand and we doing things that we feel like we have to do, we feel like we don't owe them any explanation, and we should sit down with our children and explain some things. You don't have to tell them detail for detail, but tell them in a way where the children will understand themselves. Okay, understand themselves. This is the African way of doing things. These are the things that we do in the African centered way to resolve issues. Involve the grandparents, okay? The parent, whether it's the mother or the father or both parents, the elders have to come into play. And particularly elders or the children, the grandparents, the maternal and paternal grandparents should be involved to sit down to make things much plainer, okay, to make things turn around where the child is able to think more clearly and not feel so much emotion and pressure from what the adults are doing. Okay, how can we make this better? How can we make do things in order to make it better for us and our family? Sometimes we come home and we're on pins and needles and the energy is feeling some type of way already. It's very awkward, and if we're not doing our rituals and burning our sages and inviting the ancestors in and using it and having our different trinkets and gems that we know that we can use to make things better, we don't seem to know what direction to go in. So I just want us to talk about how we can make things better. Hey, Juanita! Finally, I caught a live. Greetings, beautiful Black kings and queens. Hey, girl. Much love to you, love. Oh, my goodness. It's awesome and good to see you. Juanita. Juanita, what's up, Juanita? Man, Alexa said bad parenting sure does not help. Yes, we have to take responsibility for the part that we played. Okay, as we become African centered, it makes it much easier to take responsibility because that's part of our laws of Ma'at. Okay, we have to take responsibility for the problems that our part in the problem. And a lot of times it be that we just don't know. We had not been taught correctly. We have been guided by somebody else's savagery, and we don't know that we didn't know that we was perpetuating some horrible cycles in our own families. Okay? So when we found out, when you find out what the saying says, when you know better, you do better. And that's absolutely true. When we learn better, we are supposed to do better. That is part of the learning process. Okay? That is part of our learning process. When we learn better, we should be doing better. We should be totally focused on correction. Okay? Let's correct a lot of things that we have been going through. Let's correct a lot of the problems that we have seen that we didn't seem to know how to solve them. It's time for us to correct those issues. Okay. And it's cool. It's cool to to not know. It's cool to not know at some point, but when you learn better, you're supposed to make changes. Okay, let's change, change, change. Change works for the better. Okay, especially if you putting your left foot forward to trample out evil, so your heart can go forward. If you moving with your heart when it comes to your children and your family, then you can't go wrong. Okay, when you move with your heart and you understand things, and you do your best to purge out the Eurocentric concepts of the things that we have learned totally wrong. Okay, the Savvy African entrepreneur and investor is here. Hey, Aquaba, Aquaba, Aquaba. Much love to you, sis. It's so good to have you here. Honeycomb 368. Say greetings, Limb family. Peace and love to you. Hello, family. Multifaceted Shade is in the house. This is a great topic. Thank you so much. Glad that you are here. Smichael's ambitions get out youth. Quaba, my team. What's up with you, Smichael? And congratulations on your endeavors. I've had to learn by trial and error to be a better parent to my children. Children see everything and sometimes act out because of what they see. That is the absolute truth, Juanita. And thank you for bringing that up, because we see some children, when our children are acting out in certain instances, we seem to want to just get on them as if we don't know what occurred or happened to get them to that point. Okay. And they do see everything. And always remember, this is one thing that can kind of help you keep it in perspective. That one day these children are going to grow up. And one day these children are going to grow up and they're going to be so much wiser and so much smarter than they was when they were children. Shoot, they were children. But when you grow up in adulthood, you start to recall and remember a whole lot of things from your childhood. And if you're not careful, those things can destroy your children as adults, as well as make it hard for them to have a natural relationship with their own children. Okay. So yeah, this is hard work. It's definitely, we learn a lot by trials and trial and error, but we have to know that we still deserve some redemption. We deserve to renew, refresh, repair, because most of it, 75% of the problem is the environment that we live in and the system that is in place. And a lot of times people do not want to give that situation straight to the cause, the people that cause this problem. And this system has been in place for many, many years and will be in place for many years to come until we recognize our forces, the power that we have within, and how we can make things change in our families, where we ain't even gonna put ourselves in the midst of it because we're gonna be gone. We're gonna be somewhere else building a life that we deserve, where our mother is. Everybody deserves their mother. Everybody deserves another chance. I'm talking about African people. I think we deserve another chance to get this right, to focus and get things in a manner where we are feeling like we, are growing. Where we can grow together, where the children, the adults, which are the parents, the grandparents, and everybody else involved can grow. And this is something that we just got to do. It's something that we can do, and it's something that we got to do. So let's work, let's vow. The first step is to recognizing the issue. You sit your children down, and if you have to talk to them one at a time, then you do so. You wait till the right time, not when you already having an argument, already having an issue. Unless this is like the only time that you can get your child to open up, then you do so. But the best thing is if you can sit around the dinner table and you can invite parties in, respectable parties that know direction, that can lead you in the right way, that can hold you down as well as, give you the criticism that needs to be gotten, then you do that too. Okay, but our problems that we have with our family members have to be handled in an African-centered way. Okay? And you do that, the more African-centered you become, don't leave your children behind and your family members. Take them right along with you, and whatever spoon feed you need to do for them, then you do that for them too. Okay? Because we got to work on repair. We got to work on resolution. We got to work on code. We got to work on truth, justice, righteousness, reciprocity, harmony, balance, and divine order. We got to work on responsibility. Okay. We got to work on self-preservation. We got to work on self-worth. Okay, and these are ways that we can do so. We got to start with the problem, and we got to recognize there is a problem. We got to recognize the part that we play in it, and we got to come up with some solutions. This is just what we just got to do. If you want to give a child some purpose, you have got to do whatever you have to do to give that child's mind a break. Children should not be walking around here thinking as adults and with just as much pressure on their shoulders as adults that's been here way longer than the children. It's not fair. And we have got to recognize that it's not right. We have got to go in the direction that will make things lighter for them, not sugarcoated. No, I'm saying there is a certain thing that we have got to get back to, and that was in the olden days when all grown folks was talking, the children go out the room. Okay, when you have a problem, a situation, children go out the room. Let's go back to the olden way of African centeredness and the olden way of ways that we used to do things. We're not trying to be friends to our children. We're trying to be parents. There is a difference. You can parent and you can have fun, but your children also know that there are boundaries that have to be respected. Okay? That has to be respected. And the children should know that they have boundaries with their parents, but they're not going to be able to have boundaries with you if you are giving them money and materialistic things and think that's going to solve the issue because you're not there. You're not able to be there. You have got to make a sacrifice at some point in time to change it all the way up. Start anew. Make a change. Okay? Go forward. It's okay. It's all right to come out of your comfort zone. Let's start on something new. Let's give our child a purpose. Okay? Because once you work through those, turmoils and those things that cause so much confusion in the family, then your child can branch out. You can branch your child out into other things in life, like becoming a African traveler. You know what I'm saying? Or if you having problems with your children, take them on home to Africa. Okay, go over there for 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever you can do. If you can break away, if you can save up and just go for a little while, just so your child can get used to seeing something else or being around something else, do that too. But we got to make the necessary change. We are in dire straits. We are seeing too much breakdown of the black family and the emotions of all of us and family and children and all of that. And we have got to do something. Okay? We got to do something. So, Felicia Brown, hey family, what's up, sis? Yes, multifaceted Shay is saying that Anja, hey sis, just getting work off work. Thanks for sharing the live. Thank you for sharing. Thank y'all. I recently passed my promotional examination. I am now a corporal. Congratulations, ambitions, get out youth. Much love to you, Michael. Miss Grace said, good morning, family. Internet going in and out. Hey, I know the internet issues. I've been having some internet issues myself. And I think that the internet provider that I'm with, which is Sprint, and Xfinity, I think they just changing up your plans. And after you be on Wi-Fi for so long, they just cutting you off and slowing you down and making it where some days you don't even bother. You just be like, I don't even want to go through that today. It's something going on that they're not telling us, but they're messing with a lot of the stuff that now we have got to really, really push up about 10 more notches because it's something going on. My thoughts on everything. Yo, good morning. Just woke up. How is everyone doing? We doing good. We doing great. Just want to address some problems and some situations we as African people should be facing our problems, and we should be dealing with them in a nice, peaceful way, but becoming that it will change things in the way things are going with our family. Let's love on our children. Let's hug on our children. Let's tell our children how much we love them and how proud we are of them. Let's boost their morale. If you are not boosting your child's morale and you don't think that it does not matter, you are sadly mistaken. We have got to boost our children's morale. We have got to accept whatever you have got to get to at this point to make things right, to make it better. Let's come up with options. Let's think about things and address things one at a time. Don't try to address all that stuff at one time, especially if you don't know how. Okay, and when you are faced with an issue, please learn to go away from it, give it some time, take some downtime, sleep, rest, and relax and release it and give it some time and think on it before you come up with your solution. You ain't on nobody's time clock. You deserve to have a peaceful resolution. Do not address things in the hot, heated moment of when it happens, and you might just put yourself in an even worse situation than before. Learn how to walk away. Go for a day. Sometimes it take me 3 days to come back around and address the issue. It's okay, but this is the African-centered way of doing things. Walking away, dealing with it when you have calmed all the way down, you in a peaceful state, you can think on it and you can relax and you can put things in perspective. Okay? And also, in the African way, we go to the elders. We go to the elders for things. All right? We go to the elders. That's another way to resolve. Mediators. Mediators are very big in African tradition. In our tradition as African centeredness, African people, we continue to see it now. Where mediators pop up out of nowhere. It's like they just, the heavens open up and there they are to resolve issues within, around us, or a heated situation, anything. A mediator can pop up and change things for the better. So let's learn how to have healthy mediators, people that you trust, that show you that they have your best interest at heart. Not know anybody, but people that you know that are in a position, that have been here a while, that show you on a daily basis that you can look at them and you can see that they are trustworthy, because you don't want nobody influencing you in an incorrect way and making things worse. Okay? Jackie C, greetings and blessings, family. Much love to you, Jackie. Much love and glad to have you here. How's everything? How's everything? Okay, so we have got to make sure that we use these measures. These are things that we can do as family to deal with situations with our children and turn it around to a child with purpose. We have got to let them know that we feel their sentiments and we want us to repair, renew, regrow. We want the best of the best in our family. We do. And you can't just say, I'm going to solve all my problems. I'm just going to go to Africa and I'm not going to deal with real issues. You got to learn how to talk to your children. Okay. And your children need to be able to trust you so that when things happen, when something happens or something occurs, they can feel safe and they know that they can come straight to you. No time in between. Come straight or call on you and they know that you are going to answer and you're going to come readily and willing to deal with whatever. Okay? What's up, Sister Future? The message is on point tonight, like always. Very positive, and thank you. You sure is welcome, Shawnee Green and Paul. My brother, what's up, fam, fam, fam? Yes, I look, I know we as African families being in this mysterious foreign land with all of this negativity and the atrocities that we continue to face, that we need some resolutions. And I'm all about resolution. I think we all should get on the bandwagon about resolutions and things that we can do to make this thing better until we get home. Okay? And we have got to face these issues and these problems. We have got to face whatever. We can do this. So let's look forward to making things better for ourselves and our children. And the best way for us to do this is to start with our children. What are the changes that we can make? Listen to your children. Your children will tell you exactly what's going on. If they ain't spending no time with you, they'll tell you. If they miss you and they love you or they not feeling enough love, they'll tell you that. Okay, if someone is making them feel some type of way within y'all inner family nucleus of your family, okay, address that. Okay, whatever the situation is, if they're having problems, with the changes and the things that we're seeing every day, if this is affecting adults, imagine what it's doing to children if you're not talking about it regularly, or if you're not talking about no matter what, it ain't gonna stop nothing. Because African people we've been through so much, isn't it? This is no different. Okay, this is no different. So what solutions can we tell our children? What things can we tell them to make them feel like there is a future for them? Because right now it looks very bleak. But if we talk to them consistently, talking to them as they see things, what happened with you today, baby? What's going on with you? Is everything okay? You know you can trust me. You know that I'm here for you. I love you. You okay? What can we do together? How can we change? How can we make our relationship better? I've realized that you're getting older and I want us to become closer than ever. What can we do? How can we change this? I know I made some mistakes. I was very young. I did not know. I know better now and I want to make it better. How can we? Those are magic words to children. These are magic words and you can use this same process with any other family member that you really love and care about, as long as they're willing. Now, children, they are always willing because they love their mother and their father. Okay? So sometimes, even though certain circumstances, the mother might not be there because she working a lot, but the child loves the mother unconditionally and acts out because they don't know how to tell you that I just miss you. I want to be with you. I would just rather be with you. And we hear the same thing. Well, I did it because I had to do what I had to do to make sure I put food on the table and make sure I do this and then the third. When a lot of times it really wasn't something like that they needed. They really just need you. Miscellaneous 5 minutes in, say, yo, big sis, I was on the treadmill. And thanks for this topic because the kids today go through a lot with this twisted society that we are in. Yes, it is true. It is so true. They do. And you're so welcome because it definitely was put on my heart to talk about it. And if you missed it, I hope you go back and realize these are things that we need to do as African-centered, African people. We got to do everything African. Okay? We got to stop patronizing and intertwining Eurocentric life with Black life because it just mixes our children all the way up. It does. It's just mixing us all the way up. Yaya Base, Quaba, my noble African Limblick family. There is power in the future. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Thank you so much for saying that. I feel like that is true. And I thank you so much for that positive energy, Yaya Bay. Always positive, positive, positive. Yes. So let's really analyze these things when we say our children bad. Are they really bad? You having a problem with your child? Who is really the problem? What is the problem? When we got to stop putting these negative titles on our children. He just bad. Just bad. I'm always having a problem with him. What is the issue? Let's look into it. Let's see how we can solve the problem. Let's see, attack them one by one. We ain't got to do nothing all at one time. Okay, sometimes this stuff is heavy. And you got to take time to cleanse through each one of them. When you deal with one, burn your whole lot of sage, some frankincense and myrrh, bathe in some lavender oil, some chamomile, you know what I'm saying? Relax and put some Epsom salt and relax your muscles because you're tensed up and you worried and so and so, so and so. Breathe through it. Practice some breathing techniques. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, drinking plenty of water, eating plant-based and whole foods, okay? We got to make some changes and do it with the children. Another way that you can really get close to children is picking a day after week where y'all do recipes together, create dishes together. Because when you feed each other, food goes through to the stomach, to the heart. Okay, because we as African people, food and breaking bread with one another is very important in our culture. This is just getting back to culture-based ideas and things that we doing, and we ain't got to have no type of degree to be African-centered. Nobody has a monopoly on African-centeredness. This is on the inside of us. Okay? This is just recollecting what we did before. Just going back to the past like Sankofa, retrieving so that you can go through to your future. That's all you got to do. This is part of it. It's not a hard process. It can be very easy, or it can be more tangible if we practice these things. Okay? Yaya Bay said, I mailed out them flags today. Ho! Thank you, Yaya Bay. Thank you so much. African American sisters always talking about their kids bad like it's cool. No, that's not bad at all. I mean, that's not good at all. That's not a good thing. And I stop people. I said, no, don't call them bad. Just say they're adventurous. Okay, they call little children that's getting into stuff and doing stuff. It's just bad, it bad. No, that's not bad. Our children are explorers when they are toddlers, when they are, youth, toddlers, and as they grow in their different stages, they have to explore the whole world around them. Okay? And explaining things as they see them and explore them, you are teaching them very, very well. Instead of saying they bad, keep your thing and cussing and no, we're not doing those things that we have been taught, because those are the things that was taught to us and that we learned on the slave plantation by way of the gun. Okay? Queen Goddess 100 said, this is right on time. This was meant for me to hear tonight. Just having a conversation with my 16-year-old daughter and trying to understand her better. Thank you. You so welcome. You so welcome. I just do whatever the ancestors tell me to do. I'm going forward. I want us to have more and more intricate information, detailed, tangible on things that we can do better in our household. Mothers and fathers, this is our responsibility. Our grandparents, me as a grandparent, I feel even more responsible. So I don't see how grandparents can fall out of relationships because they feel like I did my job. No, your job ain't never over. That's why it's called a grandparent. You become a super mother and a super father. Okay, the children need us. Our children need us. That's how the community rolls. And if you are righteous and you want to live a righteous life and you want to be better, it is your responsibility. Your children are never not our responsibility. It's not. Our children are never not our responsibility. They always our responsibility. When you get home to Africa, you will see how the elders are right there with the family, living hundreds plus years old, because they right there with the youth. The baby is one. The great grandmother is 101. The baby is 2 months. The great grandmother is 120 months. Okay, 100 years old plus 20 months. We have to realize how important every family member is in the family. We didn't ever throw our family members away, put them in no nursing homes and stuff like that. That don't even exist on the continent. We caregivers, normal. That's our regular life, is being caregivers. Because the mother, the grandmother, the grandfather, the father, the uncles and aunties are also called mom, father. Because you know why? Because we didn't distinguish between, we didn't make a cut through who you gotta respect and who you didn't. You respect your other parent siblings as you do your mother and father. So your parents, your aunties and uncles were also your mothers and fathers. This is the African way. This I seen this from my very eyes and experience. That's how I know. Along with the studying and researching and watching Dr. Amos Wilson, Francis Cress Wilson, Barbara Sizemore, Dr. Barbara Sizemore, and Shahrazad Ali, and all these other great inspirations. They'll take the blueprint already there. We don't have to do no work. Our ancestors are genius. They left all of the information in books and documentaries that we need to get by. We all we need to get by. And we just got to recognize the power that we have. Okay? Miscellaneous says, I nicknamed my son Curious George when he was a kid. Why did I do that? He is feeling himself now. I agree. I need to learn how to speak to the new him. See? That's awesome, Miscellaneous, that you said that. That is awesome. Curious George. I mean, they just always into something, trying to figure out things. And that's very spectacular for your child to be figuring out, trying to figure out things on their own, touching and turning and picking, doing things. Okay, but that's why we got to be right there with them. So when they pick up something or they into something, we can explain as we go, and we won't have no whole lot of work to do, a whole lot of catching up to do. Okay, expressive and curious and need to have more amazing challenges. I agree 100%. They are always with the family. Yeah, they always. We did not. Nobody was, disposable. Nobody in the family was disposable. Everybody has their role to play. Okay? And we got to recognize the role that we supposed to play in our families. Okay? Reduce the amount of TV and outside influence and only allow the influence that you want to allow in your family. It's never too late. Once you get these things worked out and talked out, and you start to explore together and go on trips together, enjoying one another, loving on each other, and if you're not at home somewhere, then you have to leave all the tablets and the smartphones and stuff. And we got to go back to not letting our children have access to adult devices. Okay? I know a lot of people don't agree with me, but you have to see what's causing the negative influence. And when these children have access to these devices at their fingertips, it's gonna cause some mayhem. It's gonna cause some issues. We love our children. We don't, just because they prefer to have phones at early ages don't mean that you have to give it to them. You got to give them some love though. You got to give them some peace. You got to give them some praise. Okay? You got to push them. You got to boost their morale and let them know they can do anything, because you know why? Not because it's something simple and stupid, but because they have your support. Just because they have our support is what makes it all greater. Just think about if your child knew that they had mama, daddy, the grandparents, the aunties and uncles, the sisters and brothers, all in their corner supporting them in their new endeavors. If they had just that alone, they'll be straight. So let's work on what is the problem. The child is not the problem. It's the situations and the environment that they in. We have to make drastic changes if we have to. We have to do something different. We have to do something different in their lives. Africa, greetings, y'all. Fire! Much love to you, Africa. What about the dads that never had a role model or father to show them? My thoughts on everything. That's a great question. Okay? You looking at one. You looking at one. But if you boost your morale, your child's morale, okay, you boost yours at the same time. When you showing love and giving of yourself in a proper manner out of love and respect for your people, then you're gonna boost yourself at the same time. The more you give of yourself in a positive, organized manner, the better, the more power that you have, and the more power that you receive. Okay? If you didn't have a role model, it's never too late. Look to those people that you can trust that now that you see in the light that's doing things. Like our people that we see that's being a positive role model to their children. Okay? It might be somebody that's 5 years older than you. It might be somebody that's your same age. But a person can be a role model if you see their actions, their works, their footsteps, they walking in it and they are not playing with it. You don't play with positions that you hold when you're an African centered person and you don't take anything for granted. Okay? Yes, I know we're dealing with that, but we have to be when we have an uncle or somebody that is positive, being a positive role model that we need to see and take as an example to our lives, then you have to put yourself in the presence of those people. And that's why we building relationships. That's why we are building these relationships so you can see grandparents at work and grandfathers at work and fathers, being a great father to their children and mothers, being a great mother to their children and us not accepting that we once made bad decisions and make that us till forever. No, it's okay to change, and it's okay to grow. As long as we know that and we want to grow, things will be better. How to be a father? Yes, we have to look for those people. We have to look for those people. We got to go into the history of people that did these things. We got to look for the people in our everyday environment, in our environment that's being a great role model to their children and learn from them. I don't never want to stop learning. You hear me? And I'm a grandmother. I got a second chance to get it right. That's what I tell people as a grandparent. I feel like I got a second chance to get it right. And as my grandchildren are coming into the world, I feel like the ancestors are giving me more and more chances to get things right for them. And I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay? We have got to do more. We have got to sit in the face of our children. We got to be there. We got to make somebody else suffer outside of our children. Don't let our children suffer anymore. We got to let some other entity suffer from us, not from seeing us, and let our children see and have us and have access to us. Okay? Africa. Yes. Yes, an absent parent. Okay, absent parent or parents. My father was not there, and I assure you, I'm there for my two boys. I know the necessities of having both your parents around. Thank you, Ambition. Yes, I appreciate that. That's right. When you have been treated a certain way, we try our best not to make those same mistakes, and we can do it, but we have to add our African centered way of doing things to this equation. We cannot do this without going back to our African-centered way of doing things. That's our culture. That's our spirituality. That's our reality. That's our physicality. It's going back to our African-centered way of doing things. It covers everything. Because religion ain't nothing but a deification of somebody else's culture. So let African-centeredness be our XDMC. What's up, bro? The people who invented Google, Facebook, and other social networks, don't let their children use those platforms. That should tell us something. Watch Social Dilemma on Netflix. It's true. It's true. And that's another booger monster that we're going to have to face because the children of this generation are going hard on social media. And when they grow up, we're going to see this is the trial and error period that we're going to see if we don't stop them being exposed to these type of platforms. These are adult platforms and they should not have access to them. We have to stop letting the TV be our children's babysitter. Now that's the absolute truth. And if you're not making sure your children watching African-centered cartoons, African-centered stories, Anansi, Umbongo kids, I'm talking about the babies. And I watch this too, and I'm 50 years old. Okay, bongo kids, la 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 la. Make sure UBONGO. Children should watch African-centered platforms, okay? And we as diasporans, if we don't have them, it's time for us to get to work. It's time for us to get into media. Some writing needs to be going on. Some stories, some books need to be going on. Some social networks, some apps, some social media apps for children, for our children need to be going down. And if you are these people that create these things, we need to be collaborating to get these things out. Okay? It is our job to take care of our children. A nation cannot depend on somebody else to raise our children and teach our children. We have to teach them ourselves. Yes, we have to. I love y'all. I love my people. And I think these are the things that we need to be on now. In 2021, we have got to build our morale. We have to build our positions. We got to use our powers. We have got to be stronger than ever. We got to resist as hard as we possibly can to everything that's not African centered. We have got to go straight up into study. We have got to spend more. If you ain't got nothing, as long as you sitting somewhere holding and hugging and loving on your children, that's good enough. I promise you. Because all the children that had so much money and their parents had this and cars and clothes and 3-story houses, 3-car garages and all of that, they turn out terrible because we're not showing them the love that they deserve. We're not doing it. We got to get back to basics. Love, peace, understanding, communication, rationalize options. Booger monster. I feel you, yes. You turn them into booger monsters right before your very eyes, and then you want to put your hands off, take your hands off of them. No, we ain't doing that. Truth and Happiness said that XDMC got to expose them to different ways of thinking instead of trying to buy the PS5, get everyone in the family a passport and travel. I like that. Truth and Happiness. Yes. Instead of buying a PS5, let's go take these passport pictures and see the world. Where we going now? Okay? Let's go wherever black folks at. Go to Africa first. Do your rites of passage and let's go. Okay? Let's go to some other places. Let's go see how many African countries we can hop on. What can we do? How can we do it? Okay? All we gotta do is do what we need to do for ourselves, and that is focus on our children. Let's focus on our family. Let's focus today. Let's vow today, from this day forward, that we are going to be exactly what we need in our own household. We're not looking for it outside ourselves anymore. We're going to focus on our own children. Okay? I love y'all. I do. Make sure y'all hit them thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you are new to living my best life in Ghana, I am Future. And I have vowed, and I'm keeping my promise. My purpose is to kill all negative and evil stereotypes and bring some peace and understanding in our lives and in our future. Okay? I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great one. And I'll see you later. Please keep in mind what I said. And if you can't do it, you want to say something?
Just to speak to my peoples. I was doing a little work there, peoples, peace and everything, good folks. we was talking about this subject Future talking about today earlier, and it's very much needed and very much a good conversation for all of us to have amongst ourselves with our family members. And I had a conversation like that with my son about 2 weeks ago, and I just told him, I'm gonna say this and we're gonna be through because I know Future already said everything that need to be said. And I just told him that, man, when I was young, a young father to be, helping raise y'all, I didn't know all the answers. Didn't know a third of the answers, but I knew right from wrong, and I wanted to do what wasn't done for me, for him. And now I'm in the position where I can look him in his eyes as him being a grown man and tell him that I apologize, son, I'm sorry. If I did anything wrong, whatever it might be, because I know my understanding of things is not like your understanding. You're a totally different person. And that's what we, as parents, African parents, have to understand about our children. Their experience is different. Our experience was different from our parents. We know when to listen to everything Mom and Dad said. We know that. We know, don't eat flies and act like we did, because we know we didn't. So at the same time, we got to take that same knowledge of having that knowledge and apply it to our children.
That's right.
So I ain't gonna go back into all that again, but we gotta love our folks, break them chains, get some free babies made around here. Don't be scared to get them 25-20 them names back. Get them names back, man.
Yes.
Make some free babies. Let that be the first chain broke. It seems simple, but when you actually think about it, and the people that's repatriating, just think about it. I'm gonna say this and we gone. Your DNA strand started in Africa. It went all to the places that your people migrated. You ended up wherever prospective state that you are in right now in the United States or the Caribbean or wherever you're watching us from. And once you leave that place and you go someplace else, you are leaving a trace of your genetic marker where you are right now. Yes. So when we leave and get up out of here, wherever we go, whatever continent we find, not continent, we know what continent we're going to be on, what country we might find ourselves in. We taking the genetic DNA marker with us.
Yes.
So just say if we leave, my son want to stay here, or he might want to go to Jamaica. Now the Uhuru genetic DNA marker is in Jamaica, it's in the United States, it's in Africa once again. Yes. This stuff we got to think about, y'all. Well, let's break them chains. God love you. God love me. Bye.
I appreciate y'all. Peace.